Welcome to
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? How you
I
doing?
talk about so many different things
How
in
you
between
been?
life and living,
What's
multiple
going
episodes
on?
doing all the different
What's
movie
good?
movies and storylines.
Are you
Please
getting it
subscribe
in?
and check me out.
Somebody
Either
getting it
over
for
on
you?
YouTube or listening to Welcome
What's
just a
going
different another
on,
topic.
people?
Follow me on Instagram. See you later.
Subscribe to my channel.
What's going on, people? It is a day that we call Friday. Anyway, the being said, what's going on, people? Hopefully everybody's doing everything as far as being safe in this world we live in and knocking down doors and making your dreams come true and practicing ignore. Now I want to tell you about something that I've been dealing with within myself. Besides, it's called sit in it. And when I say sit in it, that means a lot of times when I can't deal with a situation, I try to run away from it and stuff because I'm like, okay, I'm not going to deal with this. I'm going to run, I'm going to get away from this. I can't deal with this right now. I'm going to get away. My new thing is sit in it. When you sit in it, if it's a problem, someone is doing something, trying to disrespect you, well, not to disrespect, disrespect. You know, when someone is calling you out on something in reference to that, that means that there is a problem that's before me. I'm going to sit in it and deal with it. And I'm not talking about nothing negative, like, okay, well, I'm about to. When it's people that don't know what you are, whom you are, trying to label you, I should sit in it. And you sit there. The one thing I don't want you to do is stand there and listen. Sit in it means I'm going to sit here and hear what you got to say. This is only the people that you care about, not for nobody on the street, nobody will know. But I want to hear how you see me. I want to see the presentation you're going to present yourself before me. I'm going to sit in it and listen to you. Because at this time, once you finish your conversation, how you feel about things about me, I realize whether I'm going to leave you alone, let you go, and move forward. I'm going to sit in it and going to shut up and listen. And the reason why I say that, I think it has a lot to do with people that's around us, that's putting that little bug in our ear that's making our life more complicated, and we're bringing it with us without realizing that we're bringing it with us. Everybody has a story to tell. Everybody's not perfect. Well, I know I'm not. I have the most flaws than I think anybody in the world, but I fall down a lot. I get back up, and sometimes I fall again. I told y'all this summer I have a feeling it's going to be really strong because I'm getting a lot of attention. And the thing about me, as far as sitting in it, I'll run. Like, I put my hat on, my shades, and I'm out. And the reason why I do that is because I feel as though the light shines on me, which I shared with this before. I feel like it's a light that shines on me. Before people even see me, they already turn around. It's like, if you know what I mean, it's like, I get out the house and people turn around. Like, why would they know to turn around? Like, what makes them turn around now? Like, I'm not doing nothing. But they automatically turn around. I personally believe, now I could be wrong, people who are different, we have a light that shines on us, and it's our spirit is tagging their spirit, and it makes them look at us. Now, a lot of us don't want this attention, but it's not a gift that we can sit back and say, well, I don't want it, I'm good tonight. It's gonna, you can put shades on, you can put a hat on, but your spirit from within is shining out to other people, even though you can't see it. They can see it, and they can feel it. The reason why you're the kind of person that's more gifted is because you are a person that's going to do something more bigger than I think you realize. And the reason why you get to be a lot of negativity is because you can handle it better than most. That's the only reason why you can deal with it. It's not a good thing sometimes. Sometimes it can be very bad. Sometimes we don't really understand it. Sometimes we see people that look at us who automatically think something negative because that's how our minds think, due to the fact that this world is so negative. As two spirits, when people walk up to us and talk to us, in our mind, we're thinking, okay, here we go. Some of us get quiet, some of us confrontation, like what you're about to say, and some of us just listen. The bad part about with us If they walk up to us and say, hey, how you doing? We're like, oh, you spoke at me, so you smiling at me already. And sometimes that's not what it is. But we automatically got that defense mechanism because of who we are. And through the LGBT, a lot of them have talked about us so bad, we come presented to other people, that smile to us and be like, okay, here we go. You done spooked my tea, so what's up? Now the person is not thinking, it's not all cases, but we'll say, oh, you saying this because I'm trans. And this is the thing I've noticed that happens a lot. You said it's because I'm trans, and the person will stop and look at you. You just outed yourself. That's not even what they was thinking. That didn't even come to their mind. But you said it. So now they're going, oh, I wasn't thinking that. You said, well, yes, you was. Look how you was looking at me. You out yourself. It happens a lot. The one thing about this we have to understand is this, we don't have to, but you have to unbrainwash the brainwashing jobs that have been done to you. I know you may not understand what I'm saying right now. In time, it's going to sink in. Everything comes within our mind when it needs to be presented to you at the time. As a two-spirit woman, you have to understand, you said you was born in the wrong body. Or the body, the inside, the master outside. Okay. The one thing we have to do as two spirits, whether you're a trans man or trans woman, you got to stop pulling the gay thing with you. And gay means a man like a man and a woman like a woman. Not saying anything's wrong with those people because I love them because I started there first, and I'm always going to be a part of it. I'm going to always love them because, you know, it's not even about that, but I'm just saying. You as a woman are going into womanhood or manhood. You have to realize you're dealing with cis people. That means a straight man and straight woman and stuff like that. When you start pulling the gay thing with you, that's when they start thinking, okay, I'm going into the gay world. Now that's not what they was thinking when they saw you. But now you presented it to them, they say, okay, now they're starting to question their sexuality. Even though I'm talking about the ones who know, I ain't talking about the ones who didn't know. They can be with you, no problem. But now you're sitting in that environment that they're not used to. These are cis people that basically was in the straight world, and now you're introducing them to the gay. Not trying to do it being mean, not trying just kind of get them to understand where you come from, but you have to understand one thing. If you're a two-spirit woman or two-spirit man, not saying you can't be, but you're not a part of that world. But for some reason with our frame of mind, we feel like they have to come with us. This is our anchor. This is our soft place. This is our soft place. And reality is that in order to step our womanhood, we have to let that side go. I'm not saying just get rid of them and stuff like, oh, I don't want to be around it because straight people be around it too. If you understand what I'm trying to say. You have to go on to your womanhood, your manhood. You can't keep pulling something with you that's not really a part of your life. You say you was in the wrong body and stuff like that, and now you're going to the straight world, and now you meet straight men, and straight men want to take you to straight clubs. And if you're a trans man, they want to take you to straight clubs, and you should be up in straight clubs with them. Because they already know what you is. You know? I'm just saying, you don't got to listen to me. So you're in that world now. You're not really in the gay world. But for some reason, our frame of mind of thinking we still like we're still there. And I'm not trying to say, I mean, I've learned a little bit more about it. And I understand as far as a man thinks about it. It's like, okay, I see you as a woman. Why is we in a gay club? Why am I looking at all these gay people? Why a gay man trying to come up to me to tell me I'm gay? But I deal with a woman. Like, what the fuck is her? You have to understand and use a little empathy in what you're doing to him or her at that time. Now, I don't think we're doing it like really out of malice and stuff, but sometimes we do things because of how we came into being who we are, and we're pulling it with us. And we said, well, you have to set my world. But reality is that's not your world no more. That's not your world. You have to refrain, you have to retrain your brain of thinking. Because you've been sitting in it so long, but you have to realize that you're not in that world anymore. And now you're moving forward to people that's not in that world. We got to stop pulling them into it. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. Please comment below if I'm making sense to you and stuff like that. I'm not shaming the gay people and stuff like that, but I'm saying, if you're moving into the straight society, why are you still pulling them with you, saying, well, they have to come? Yeah. And I've done it. I've done it. Because I've come from there first. So I'm pulling him, like, you got to come in. And he's uncomfortable. He's scared. He's like, oh, my God, you think me? And they don't know how to deal with this because they are straight people. In order for them to accept you, to accept in your truth, you have to keep them moving forward into their world. Because now you're a woman. Gay means two men and two women. That means they have sex. Gay means sex with two and two. a trans woman or a trans man with the straight cis man, that's the straight world. I understand, but with DNA, I'm not going there with y'all. But they understand what I'm saying. When you are moving into that chakra, it's like moving from another level to another level. And I talk to a lot of gay people, and a lot of gay people get it. So why y'all in here if y'all, y'all move forward? Why y'all in the gay club? Y'all shouldn't even be in it. You should be in the straight club. It's sad that a lot of gay people get it better than the trans people get it. It's bad. It's sad that a lot of jobs and stuff, they're much more accepting as far as helping you, you know what I mean? So you can get on your feet and move forward with you. And like before, I told you before, I applied for jobs to the LGBT, and basically they just shunned me, basically didn't help me at all. So I had to make sure, I had to retrain my way of thinking. And I'm going to say, that I all of a sudden I just said go to straight clubs and stuff like that. But with me, it took a process. I used to be like, I'm not going to no straight club. No, I ain't going. I still don't go. But I know if I had a band and stuff like that, I'm not going to take them to the gay club. You know how I feel about that. Like I said before, if you have a man, keep him out of there because there's always somebody going to be trying to get into his ear. And a lot of times men are very weak. His ego gets shot. And next, he feels a certain kind of way. Now all of a sudden he has an attitude. He can't really share with you because he knows he's a part of your world, but he don't want to be a part of that world. Now he's thinking how I may be gay, I can't be gay. Now he's calling himself bisexual. Now he's going through all through the thing. If you just protect this, I understand, so I'm not protecting a grown ass doing. If you love a man and you're in a relationship with him, sometimes you got to be a nurturer to his feelings. The same way you got to nurture yours. Somebody said something about you, he don't need to come back and say, well, so-and-so called you or something, you know what I mean? It is a give and take. It is a give and take. And like I said before, when it comes down to them and stuff, a lot of times men are not going to tell you, oh, I feel, you got me feeling good. Because what we hear about us, he hears about us. And what he hears about us is never good. It's always bad. It's always down, low, dirty. They got AIDS, they got deep BD, they got all kinds of diseases. They can't get jobs. They're jumping out of cars, they're on the streets. Even though he could say, well, that's not true. But if he says, that's not true, then she'll be like, really? How do you know? He's not going to put it out. He's not going to defend you. He's just going to laugh or, or just walk away. Sometimes men are defended like, so what, but very little will. You are your own soldier in this whole thing. Even though you can do everything for that man and care about him, doesn't mean he's going to defend you. Prime example, I was seeing a guy once upon a time and I fell in love with him. He said he fell in love with me. It was a bunch of bullshit. And we talked on the phone all the time. We was this, that way. He spent the night a couple of times like that. Lo and behold, a situation came up. He ended up getting locked up. When he got back out, he changed his whole life and stuff like that. Now that he got back out and stuff after being locked up and stuff, I'm thinking that maybe he decided he wanted to tell me his truth. Once he told me his truth, there was a lot of stuff I didn't know about him. But he decided to tell me. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because they're on this channel clearly, and his little girlfriend was too at the time. I know she might be still up here. And she found me. I told you before, maybe taking my pictures and put them in their phone, whatever the case may be. She found me, she contacted me, asking have I been having sex with him. Now remind you, me and him was talking on marriage terms. But with him, I said no. And the reason why I didn't bother saying that because I just be so over it with men. And another thing is like, the conversation you should have is with your man, not with me. Then I hit him up and I was like, well, why is she calling me? I'm upset with him because she shouldn't be not calling me, but contacting me. She was so upset, the fact that he was messing with me. Now remember, she's just getting it. I've been there for years. Now you would say, well, since you've been there first, Raven, since you've been there for years and she hasn't, he should defend you. And he wouldn't. He left me right up there to die. And that's the thing that gets me with the men that basically date us. And by no means I'm talking about all men, because all men are not bad. But the thing about it was him, she decided she attacked him. He ended up going back to jail. And she was on her loop for me. Now here it is, I'm in a situation that has nothing to do with me. I ain't seen him in years. And yet still, she mad at me. But he defended, I said, well, tell me what she looks like in case she comes up on me. I can recognize her. He was like, no. I don't understand what's the big deal. You don't need to recognize her. So, not only you got me in the situation, y'all put me in some shit has nothing to do with me. She could come after me, do something to me, and I don't even know who she is. But you, as a person that I've been with, that I cover for you, you would say, well, you know, since you cover for me, and say you ain't been with me, and the fact that we talked about being married, and you said we was going to be married, you downplayed your whole self to let me be happy with this person, even though it didn't work out. I'm going to defend you, Raven. He didn't. And this is the problem we have within the girls. And this video going away across the play. I don't know where it's going. This is the problem we have with the girls. I'm trying to stay a man fan. It's hard for me. It's hard for me, guys. It's hard for me to stick with you sometimes. It's hard. Oh, it's hard for me, guys. It's hard for me to try to understand where you're coming from. It's hard. I'm trying to. Let me finish the story. So, instead of defending me, he was going to let whatever happened to me happen. And that's the thing that we have with the girls like us that have been with guys and we see them on the street. Hey, how you doing? You don't know me. That's how they do us. And I'm not saying, you know, I'm trying to keep this video positive, so I'm going to leave that part alone. I'm not even snuck in there. Oh, this big ass heavy thinking. But the thing about it is that, like I said before, I'm not saying, even though you can take him to the straight club, he still could cheat. That's not, I mean, man's going to do what he want to do anyway. And a woman's going to do what she want to do. And a two-spirit woman is going to do what she want to do anyway. But my feelings don't order to get up or up. Don't take him into that environment. And if you want to, you could. I mean, it's up to you. But you have to understand before you pull him through that door, you have to understand his mental. You're about to change his mental outlook on you and everything about him. When he leaves you, is when his train of thought is going to change. Not all men, but it may be the worst thing you could possibly do. And next thing you know, he's leaving you. He's leaving you. So don't take him to the gay club. Keep him out of here. Don't put him nowhere around them. Keep them far away from this possible. Because, you know, people are very messy inside of there. Not saying they're messy in the strip club, but you have to be much more accepting as far as what you're doing, especially if you're bringing him into this world as far as being two spirits. He doesn't know, so you're the teacher. So anyway, I want to tell you about this. It's just a learning lesson. I know people have been saying this for a long time. Like, baby, you should be at the straight club. I'm like, no, I don't want to go there. I ain't going in there. Because if they start with me, I'm going to act up, and it's going to be some rack-a-lacking up in there. Anyway, I know you feel about this. Like I said before, you have to retrain your brain, especially if you went to straight, gay, to two spirits. You have to retrain your brain of thinking, especially if you've been sitting in this so long. Change is hard, but change is good. I'm just saying, if you want to have a positive relationship, if you can find a man, that you feel as though it could be strong and stable, you have to keep him away from the gay people. I'm sorry, you do. You do. Don't bring him around. Even the fact, don't take him nowhere around him. Even though you're kind of woman that want to celebrate your body, you man, don't do that. Because there's always going to be a girl that's going to try to hit on him. When y'all get mad in arguments, every relationship have an argument, there's going to be a woman that's going to hit on him and try to talk him into leaving you. She's going to find things, she's going to go through pictures, she'll even make up a story just to pull him to him, to her, or him, you never know. Anyway, like I said before, subscribe to my channel, at the top, this Instagram button. I want to know how you feel about this. You have to retrain your brain of thinking when it comes to straight men in order to have a strong foundation in love and moving forward. You have to leave the LGBT behind. Well, not the T, of course. Leave the LGBT behind. I'm not saying you can't never go in there. I'm just saying, once you get a man, you have to retrain your way of thinking, especially if you're deeply rooted in the gay community. A lot of men are not acceptable. A lot of men don't accept that. He can love you, but he don't want that. He can love you, he don't want to go to a gay parade. He can love you, but don't put that on him. Now, if you're the kind of man like, I want to go, I had a man like that, and next day I went to the bathroom, he was in the floor dancing with the gay man. I was like, okay. My friend was like, your man right there, he's dancing with them gay men. Okay. Anyway, like I said before, love you guys, have a blessed day, be safe. Rachel, I love you, and thank you for watching Get 3.
All right now, come on, baby, let's go on Instagram. Ooh. Like I said before, subscribe to my channel. At the top, this Instagram button. If you want to email me, that's ravenover@yahoo.com. How do you feel about this? Do you feel as though the trans women need to train their way of thinking? Because a lot of times we've taken the gay community with us and we're thinking that this is how it goes. But reality is that you're going into the straight world now. Are you embracing your straight possibilities of growing forward within your transition? Comment below. Love you. Love you. Hit my like button.